Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast for you today. We're shoutcasting Heatran, Giratina Altered, and Togekiss in the Master League. So of course this is not Premier because we have legendary Pokemon. And I don't know, what do you think of the team, guys? I mean, it's not like... It's more a unique team, right? Because we don't see Heatran every day. We even don't see Altered Form Giratina all the time. It's more so the Origin form. Togekiss, I guess, is probably the most common. So, yeah, relatively unique. I'm interested in seeing how the Heatran performs. But let's see. Heatran is switching in to catch this Iron Head. Yep, going to be an Iron Head. So, beautiful switch coming out from the Heatran. In comes a beautiful shiny Groudon. So, Groudon definitely going to be doing double super effective damage with Earthquake, going for the bait that Heatran does not fall for it, so Heatran is going to go ahead and be able to get off this Flamethrower, doing a lot of damage to Groudon. Groudon going for another Fire Punch, of course, so this Fire Punch going to be enough to knock out Heatran. We'll have to see what comes in. Going to be Giratina Altered Form, so this Giratina going to charge up on energy. If this is an Earthquake, it probably will not knock out. It's not an Earthquake. So that allows this Giratina to farm even more. Going for a Dragon Claw. So this Dragon Claw, oh, it looks like he's undercharging it, although it doesn't matter because Groudon shielded anyway. So Giratina going to shield this. Going to be another Fire Punch for that Groudon. Continuing with the bait. In comes Snorlax. Giratina switches into Togekiss. Togekiss going to be able to eat this Body Slam, although the damage still is relatively decent, I guess. But anyway, it does go ahead and shield. So a Charge Attack coming out from the Snorlax. Definitely that Body Slam. Okay, Togekiss able to take it. Going for the Ancient Power, hoping to pick up the last shield. Let's see if he's able to get the last shield. Is able to do so. So Snorlax going for a Body Slam. This will not knock out the Togekiss, but it will get it low that maybe that Snorlax can lick down. Yep, going to be able to... Oh, doesn't go for the lick down. Wow. If I was at Snorlax, I would have definitely licked down. Probably afraid of another Ancient Power coming towards Snorlax. So Giratina comes in going for the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is enough to knock out Snorlax. In comes Dialga. So Dialga definitely a hard hitter in this Master League. We see it all the time. So actually losing that one to Dialga. Dialga is on every single team, almost every single team. I didn't use it the last 2 seasons, but and I'm playing Premier this season for the most part. But anyway, let's jump into the next game. It is going to be an Altered Form Giratina versus a Snorlax. So the Lick is going to be super effective towards Giratina. Snorlax does go for a Charge Attack, but Giratina is going to resist these normal attacks, double resist them because it is a Ghost type. So it is going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claw, of course. Not going to go for that Shadow Sneak. Snorlax getting to a Charge Attack. Is this going to be Body Slam? Yep, going to be another Body Slam. Giratina is definitely able to take it. Going for Dragon Claws. Of course, you're going to go for the Dragon Claws because those Ghost attacks are going to be double resisted by Snorlax. So this is actually a close match. We have 2 really thick Pokemon going head to head. That Snorlax, I don't know what other charge move it has. It might have Earthquake. It might have Superpower. If it has Superpower, that's double resisted as well. So of course you're going to go for the Body Slams. Switching into Heatran, looking to farm down. If this is a Body Slam, Heatran can definitely take it. No, going to be that Superpower. As I mentioned, going to be Superpower. Heatran is able to farm down, although it did take a lot of health, but it has a lot of energy. In comes Kyogre. Kyogre's going to be able to farm down with Waterfall, no doubt about it. Heatran going for that Stone Edge, doing a lot of damage before it goes down. Oh, what's it going to come? Is it going to be the Giratina or the Togekiss coming in? It's going to be that Giratina going for a Dragon Claw, able to get off one more. Might be able to get to another one because Giratina does resist these waterfalls, able to get to that Dragon Claw. So this Dragon Claw definitely adding up in damage. It looks like Waterfall. Oh no, going to go ahead and go for the Surf. Was afraid that the Giratina would knock out the Kyogre first. Totally understandable. In comes Togekiss, out comes a Dialga, and Togekiss is actually going to be able to take this because it could safely shield 2 Iron Heads. This Dialga may or may not be able to get to another Iron Head, but even if it does, Togekiss can safely shield. So it does get to another Iron Head, but Togekiss is going to shield that one up and farm down the Dialga, and in comes Kyogre, and it just, one more charm just takes it out. So the opponent losing with 2 shields, but it happens to all of us. So really nice win. That Togekiss definitely putting in some work. Loving the Heatran on the team as well. I've seen it occasionally, like last season, you know, in the preseason. You know, you definitely do see it, but it's not super common. I actually have a perfect one, so I didn't invest in it yet, but I may want to try it out. Heatran's a good Pokemon, but it's not ultra common, right? So anyway, going to be Giratina versus Melmetal. I imagine Giratina wins this one. but we'll definitely have to see. Looks like that Melmetal is best buddied. Well, at least it has the ribbon. I don't know if it's equipped, but you know, it's always nice to see that ribbon. How many best buddies do you have, guys? I currently have 20 as of recording this video, which is pretty insane to think about. So this match is actually really close, probably because the charge attacks don't really do much from Giratina. In comes Dialga, actually able to farm down before the switch out happens, which is really unfortunate. Out comes Heatran, going to be able to eat up these Iron Heads, no doubt about it. Actually, it's a Thunder. Going for that Thunder, that's going to do massive amounts of damage. Dialga probably going to farm down with Dragon Breath at this point. Heatran going for the Flamethrower. Dialga going to go ahead and shield that. Definitely wants to win this matchup. Oh, going for the charge attack. Could have farmed down, but was probably afraid another charge attack was coming, so throwing that Iron Head. In comes Togekiss. Oh, can this Dialga get to an Iron Head? Yep, barely able to get to an Iron Head, but it is able to get there, so it does go for that Iron Head, forcing a shield from the Togekiss. In comes Melmetal, and you know, this Togekiss is going to go ahead and go for that Ancient Power, probably taking the last shield. Yep, Flamethrower would have knocked out that Melmetal charging up extra energy. Togekiss is going to opt to shield this. Will we see another Rock Slide from that Melmetal? No, Melmetal goes down before it can get to another Rock Slide. In comes Groudon. Togekiss going to be resisting the Earthquake. Definitely has to go for the Fire Punch. Flamethrower coming out from the Togekiss, doing a lot of damage. This Fire Punch is not going to knock it out, but I'm pretty sure that Groudon was able to get to another Fire Punch, but it actually goes for the Earthquake. Maybe that Groudon does not have Fire Punch. I don't know if he had 2 Fire Punches. He could have went for back-to-back Fire Punch and knocked out the Togekiss. He probably doesn't have it, and if that's the case, then that's okay. There's nothing you could do about that. But, I was just going to say, wow, I thought that Groudon was going to win. But either way, the opponent switching out to Weavile. In comes Heatran. Heatran is absolutely going to be able to farm down this Weavile. Foul play. Oh, doing a lot of damage. Might have to shield this one up. That did a lot of damage. Actually not shielding. Able to take it. Going to be able to feint down the Weavile. So nice play holding onto the shields. Having self-control. I probably would have shielded that. It's kind of difficult to say. Stone Edge coming out. Not actually, that did do a decent amount to Swampert. But really interesting as well to see Swampert in the Master League. This is not the Premier Cup, so it is interesting to see that. Dragon Claw coming out. Nice catch on the opponent's end. So now it's a Togekiss mirror match. The opponent should be able to get to Ancient Power first, as he does. So going to go for that Ancient Power. Togekiss going to opt to shield that, of course. And going for an Ancient Power of his own. This Ancient Power, let's see, it is going to go through. Knocking it out. In comes Swampert. Swampert going to go for the Hydro Cannon. Will be enough to take out this Togekiss. In comes Giratina, and Giratina is going to be able to resist Sludge Wave as well as Hydro Cannon. It may have Earthquake, right? Earthquake's going to do a decent amount, I guess, but it's still not enough to knock out Giratina. This is just going to be a Hydro Cannon. Could be a bait. Maybe he doesn't have Earthquake. We really don't know at this point. But Giratina going for that Dragon Claw at Swampert is going to shield that one up. And going for a charge attack. Probably want to shield this. Yep, going to shield it. Going to be another Hydro Cannon, so perhaps a bait. Perhaps he doesn't have it. Who knows? So this Giratina is going to go for the Dragon Claw. And a couple more Shadow Claws will knock out Swampert. So really well played. And able to win that one. And we have, I believe, one more game in the Master League. So let's see. And this trainer, if you didn't notice, you probably did, is currently rank 8, so congratulations. Definitely a high rank as well. So it looks like Giratina versus Metagross. So this Metagross going to be hit with Shadow Sneaks. Going to be super effective to Metagross, a very popular Pokemon in the Premier Cup. It's also seen as well in the Master League. Not as common, but it's still pretty common in the Master League, right? Not as common as the Premier Cup, though. So Heatran going to go ahead and get off this Flamethrower. This Flamethrower is neutral, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. So going to be able to farm down at this point. No, an Iron Head comes out. So an Iron Head coming out, Heatran is going to be able to double resist that and actually take it quite nicely. In comes Mewtwo. Mewtwo is so deadly, it's not even funny. This Flamethrower coming out, Mewtwo definitely has to shield it. Might want to farm down. No, too risky to farm down, I guess. I may have been able to do it, but I didn't want to take the chance. So Mewtwo feints the Heatran. In comes Togekiss, absolutely chunking away. But Mewtwo is going to get to another Side Strike. Definitely going to shield this one up. Would have done a lot to Togekiss. So, let's see. It looks like he's just trying to farm down the Mewtwo. So this Mewtwo is going to go for a Side Strike. As you can see, a tremendous amount of damage. Mewtwo is not known for its bulk. It's really squishy. but it has such a sky-high attack. It's really good. It really is. So in comes Metagross, and out comes Giratina. So this Giratina going to shield up this Psychic. Okay, not Meteor Mash, going to be a Psychic. So this Giratina is going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw. Not enough, and then you could farm down with Shadow Claw and actually win that game. So going 4-1, that was a 4-1 set, wasn't it? So it was really well, yeah, 4-1. So really well played, and thanks for submitting it, and be sure to continue to submit me your battles. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.